let's come to then the other part of I hate love stories, which is I. How important is the I for you?
I is very important. I is also very good at English. I is speaking correct grammar.
You know what I mean by
I do know. Yeah, of course I know what you mean. I just got sidetracked by the idea of I is very important.
You couldn't resist, right? You just couldn't resist.
I can't hold back.
Cheap humor out.
Okay, fine. Everything that you're doing in a creative field comes from within you. You know, okay, from some people it comes from Hollywood, but for most of us it comes from within. You're putting something out there, and what you put out there is essentially reflective of who you are, of what you are. So I try to make that as good as possible. I try to make myself as well-rounded a person as possible, try to be as good a human being as I can.
At this stage in your career, do you have the opportunity to pick and choose everything that is going to make the eye, satiate the eye in a sense?
Yeah.
Creatively.
I'll tell you something funny. I Hate Love Stories is the first film that I've signed since Jaane Tu released. Kidnap and Luck were films that released after, but that was signed before and were even in fact shot before Jaane Tu released.
Because that is one question that it is a safe bet. After Luck and Kidnap, this is what back to the rom-com. You being the pretty boy.
In the past 2 years, I didn't sign films with many. There were many films that would be considered safe bets. Be it a director, be it a producer, be it anything. For whatever reason, because it didn't speak to me. It didn't quite click with me. So I think this film is going to be something of a test for me. It's the first film that I've signed after the release of Jaane Tu, when I was a known actor. It is a film that is coming after 2 unsuccessful films. So I think it is a very big film for me.
So the stakes are high for this one, as
far
as you're concerned.
I do think so.
So a hit is important.
It is a hit is very important. Yes.
How have you processed the let's say failure of the past 2 films? Because you came out and you were just like the most celebrated young star that came out. Your life just completely changed from suddenly being a nobody. You became Imran Khan, the cutest boy around. And then it didn't take off that way. The last 2 years have been tough for you, right?
Yeah. The thing is, being from a film family, I've always been prepared for failure because I've seen it happen with everyone in my family, and you have to be prepared for it.
But how do you prepare for this? I mean, how do you prepare for this?
You have to think long term. You have to remember that people work in this industry for years, and at the end of it, if you sit with any actor, any director, any producer, and you tally up their hits and flops, their flops will outnumber the hits. That is something that I've always held on in my head. I said, okay, fine, there will be failures. You will fail, you will fail, you will fail. You cannot let it affect you. You cannot, because that failure will, if you let it affect you, it's going to drag you down. It'll actually kill you.
So let's just say you will succeed, you will succeed, you will succeed, and it will be a hit, it will be a hit, okay?
We always hope for that, yeah. But you got to be prepared.
Okay, I have some photos here. Can you tell me something about what's going on in that particular moment? And who it is?
That is my uncle Mansoor, mom's brother.
Who's been a father figure to you, along with Amir, along with your own dad, along with Raj Zuchi, along with like God knows how many fathers you've had.
I've had a few. This was in an apartment. At the time, all of us lived in one small 3-bedroom apartment. And I think there's my grandparents, there's my mom, dad, there's Mansoor, his wife, myself. All of us were packed in there. So I had this little wigwam. It's a Native American tent, which I used to like to sit in. I used to sit in that and watch TV.